Beau asked, so I'm going to do this. It's a reading from Tequila Blue by Rolo Diez, who I discovered in an issue of Murderland, which is great if you can find it. I'm going to read from chapter 7. Quasimodo's real name is Jose Miguel Rivas Alcantara, but he's known as Quasimodo because of the enviable gift he has of scaring the pants off everyone. He's a good friend of mine, and what's more, he owes me a favor. 2 years back, I testified in his favor in a case of extortion and abuse of authority, when if someone had believed more in the sanctity of oaths than in those of friendship, things would have gone extremely badly for him. He greeted me with an enthusiastic display of countless greenish teeth. We clapped each other's hand as though we were beating a drum, then, as we always do when we meet, spent half an hour telling each other news about our colleagues. Quasimodo knew a lot about the rapist cops in Fuentes Brotantes, but didn't know a thing about how the wife of one of the big chiefs had been fucking around. He had information about links between commanders and drug runners, but none about the row with the president's people. We had a couple of coffees, smoked a few cigarettes, and then I asked him about Valadez. Things only exist if there's a file on them. Quasimodo smiled his Nibelungen smile and went off to find a folder. I called the office from a bar. Maribel's voice sounded warm, but instantly fell the whole length of the thermometer when she heard who was calling. I asked to speak to Silver Bullet and arranged to meet him at 7 at the Insurgentes roundabout. Hope I got that right. I don't know if I can make it. I've got a date, Silver Bullet said. I imagined him on a date with Maribel. I imagined her desperate beside the office boy and enjoyed the thought that the nymphomaniac was going to hate me even more. There could be a lot of dough in it, I told him. How much? Dunno, that depends on the guy and on us. But it's there for the taking, and if we play our cards right, it could be a lot more than you think. The thing is, he stuttered. I'll pick you up at 7, I said, and hung up. That's what you always have to do in these cases. Then I called Carlos to find out how he had got on with Lords. Okay, he said, in that flat tone of someone who has no real news. What did she say? She said that if you want to talk to her, you should have the courage and decency not to send a boy, and that in a few days she's going to take me and Araceli to live with her. That kid gets to me sometimes. Did you tell her I'd paid the school fees, that I did a supermarket shop for 600,000 pesos, and that our economic situation has improved dramatically? Yes. And she didn't say anything. She just stared at me and said nothing. Where's your sister? She went to the cinema with a boyfriend. What? Just a joke, boss. She's upstairs studying. Want me to call her? He's got a sense of humor, the criminal. One of these days I'm going to forget he's my son, and instead of laughing, I'll smash his face in. No, I'm busy. Tell her I called, and I'll call again. Don't go out, and don't open the door to anybody. I phoned Gloria and told her I'd be with her around 10. Have a cold beer ready for me and something light to eat. And for dessert, I'll eat you. Promises, promises, she laughed happily. I know that kind of laugh. Like all men, I'm a slave to them. So that's Rolo Diez. I don't know if you're seeing this frontwards or back. Uh, it's terrific. It's his only book in English, Tequila Blue. Find it. I swear you're going to love it.